Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Ida Hazira binti Ahmed Taufik. This is 4915. In this video, I'm going to explain on what have I learned in zakat and taxation subject, which is firstly zakat. Zakat is considered as a personal responsibility for every Muslims to oblige and helps ease the economic hardship for others in this country and eliminate inequalities. It is literally to cleanse or purify something from dirt or filth and legally transfer the ownership of someone's wealth to specific individual under specific condition. So why we need to pay zakat? We need to pay zakat as an obligation, as it is in a pillar of Islam, and it is to avoid stinginess and encourage sharing and donation. And zakat is also meant to express our gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us blessing, for giving us food, for giving us our needs, and also lastly to have a feel of sympathy and avoid jealousy. Next part is who will receive the zakat. The receiver of zakat have 8 kind of person, which is fakir, miskin, riqab, gahirim, ibnu sabil, fisabilillah, mu'allaf, and amil. The next part is a type of zakat. Zakat have 2 types, which is zakat al-fitrah, zakat fitrah, and zakat al-mal. Zakat fitrah is compulsory on every Muslim to pay the amounts every time before the end of Ramadan, before starts of first Shawwal. They need to pay 2.3 kilo of staple food, which is in Malaysia it is rice. It's rice. It can be paid throughout the whole month of Ramadan before the person who delivers the Eid al-Fitr prayers. The best is on the eve of Shawwal. And zakat al-fitrah has different rate for each state, which is, for example, the rate for the state of Johor, we have to pay for 7 to 10 ringgit for each person. And we can pay it online, and we can pay it to Amil, we can pay it to the one who are meant to collect the zakat. And zakat, the next type of zakat is zakat mal, which is obligation for all Muslim that has reached the nisab and how it is paid 2.5% out of their total wealth. The second type of zakat, which is zakat al-mal. Zakat al-mal is zakats on wealth, and they got a few kinds of it, like zakat income, zakat on saving, zakat on gold, zakat on business, zakat on shares, zakat on livestock, and zakat on crops. The zakat itself has different types of deduction and different types of meaning. Okay, that's all for zakat. And the second part is tax. Taxation is considered as contribution levied on person, property, or business for support on the government based on the income tax 1967. Who need to pay zakat is some individual that earns more than certain amount in their total income per annum after the EPF deduction. So, which is a chargeable income. Chargeable income includes gains or profit from the business, gain or profit from employment, jobs, and also rental or royalties gain. There are few elements in tax, which is tax exemption, tax relief, and tax rebate. These three is some kind of reduction or deduction that has given by the government. For example, tax relief. Tax relief is one initiative from government to reduce the amount of taxes paid by taxpayer, and it is based on our lifestyle. For instance, like buying a new phones, paying electricity bills, and even breastfeeding fees will be give discount for the tax paying. And the next one is tax rebate. Tax rebate is referred to relief that you can claim to reduce income tax burden. It is include the zakat fitrah. So if you have paid the zakat previously, so you can get a tax rebate from it, and you don't have to pay twice. And the first part, which is tax exemption, is something like it is exceptional for some amount that we gain, and we don't have to pay the zakat. If we don't have to pay the tax for it, for example, the leave passage, and medical benefits, or our self incentive and spouse incentive, like that. Okay, so for the calculation, I give you the slides, which is here is the slide. Here is the example of taxable annual income for the year 2020 and 2019. I will give you one situation, which is for an example, Mr. Mahadi has calculated 170,500 as his taxable income, and he got rebate for paying annual zakat amount 4,500. So for the first 100,000 of his taxable income will calculate it as 10,900, and the next balance amount, which is 70,500, need to times with 24%, equal with 16,920, and we need to sum out these two amount, which is equal to 27,820, and minus with the tax rebate for zakat 4,500 equal 23,320. So the amount highlight is the amount that Mr. Mahadi has to pay for tax. So that is the example for calculation, for knowing the tax need to pay by individual. So the second part is what I can apply from this study. First of all, the thing that I have learned in the subject is about how the importance to pay the zakat and tax, and it is become our priority and responsibility to help each other and to help the government to stabilize our economy for a better country in future. So the next part is what I can apply is we need to aware for all types of zakat, almal, like zakat on gold or silver, even we are not using them, we need to pay for keeping them with us. This is to ensure the money flow. This is to ensure there is a movement of money between the rich and the poor, and to keep it on track, we need all of the Muslim to be responsible and not just neglecting their role as Muslim to pay the zakat. Okay, then as we all aware after learning this subject, we could see the similarities and the difference between zakat and tax, which is they are actually having the same concept of distribution but have different reason on having it. Which is zakat distribute the money to poor, while tax giving them to the government for infrastructure. But in the meantime, we need to be thankful as there is some incentive from the government to reduce our burden with having many kinds of deduction of taxation. It is limited, but it is considering for all of the community. So what I can say is, to become a good Muslim and a better community, we are obliged to pay zakat and taxes as it shows our gratitude to Allah and also can help others with blessings. In the other hand, we also can cut off all the certain certain amounts of our taxable income if we are alert on any changes or new incentive given by the government, and if we are good at planning our budget. That's all from me. Thank you.